team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the football first. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The sure hands. It's Marsh. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Holly. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Now the play fake. Touchdown Wolverines! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. And they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Past the first down marker and still running. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need a win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. Right on the money. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off covered. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen.
Touchdown, Oregon! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Finds a little space. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Going to swing it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weaver. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends, because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Direct snap. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He'll keep it himself. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Send the tight end in motion. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan! Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Complete to start this drive. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Utah. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like,
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
and the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for the defense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Back to throw, it's Knight. That's caught, it's Moore. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Might be changing the route. 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. To the air, it's Underwood. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
2nd down coming up. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Ducks will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So here comes the Michigan offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Lost a throw on first down. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they...
Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
That's the first himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Under fire. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great...
Breaks into the open. He almost picked up the first down on that one. He'll be just a little bit short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Used the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Moore to the air. They've got the screen set up.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Sampson. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way.
There he goes. Powers through. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Russell out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got enough space. Touchdown Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Let's it fly. Find space on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Ducks will hustle to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. he'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Ducks are on the move.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Moore will throw. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They just keep firing. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. They're working that left side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Going for the big play. Makes a catch on the right side. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The defense going to bring it and try to finish off this win. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Offense gets set for second down. Moore to the air. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Sampson. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Riggs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Myers on the move. Intercepted to stop the threat. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching the bowl game is one of them. So now you can go